Good morning, friends. We're back at Decew Falls. It is the next day. We were here yesterday with my son and granddaughter. It was very rainy and cold and windy yesterday, but we were able to come back today. It's very overcast. The sun's trying to peek out, but it's not as windy. It's actually almost like the calm before the storm because the clouds over there are very dark. But I'm gonna do a quick video to add on to what we had yesterday, and yeah, so come on, let's go. So there's Doug. He's just gonna do his camera today. You can see how dark the skies look. We're able to get in there and view the falls. We're gonna have to wait on a nicer day because we want to get to the bottom, which is gonna be a long hike in there. Today will just be a short trip. So we are here, Decew Falls, and this is the Morningstar Mill, and it was the Morningstar family that was here. We'll just wander in and check out the falls, just to give you an idea. It's almost like a preview of what's to come. I said to Doug this morning, we're like the postman. What is it? No rain, no snow, no sleet, dark of night will stop us from doing photo shoots or filming. So, yeah, here we go. There, I adjusted so you can see a bigger picture. The barn, stable, blacksmith shop, and they have this little bridge that just goes over the creek. Yeah, charming. Picnic area. This is the garage. In the summer, when it's open completely, we'll be able to do a tour inside the house. This is the Turbine Shed. It's fenced here, but when we get further up, I'll be able to show you a better view. We'll head up the stairs. We've got this walkway. It's great. Look at the old fence. Like I said, it goes, here's the, where we just came up, started coming up, and they have this chain link fence, and then this is the old original fence. So they got to be careful with people leaning on that. Doug's gone up, and it's going to get us some pictures up there. Okay, we'll go up here. Continue along the trail, and they must have had, it says up here on the tree, site of spiral staircase. So they probably had a staircase that went all the way down to the falls. It's probably a natural staircase that they did. And the daffodils are out. It's pretty. So we'll go over this way. We'll cut through here. And you gotta watch where you're walking. And like I said, it's very slippery today. So I need to be extremely careful because you could slip and fall. The fence ends up here, so I'll be able to show you a better view. In a way, it's nice that we're here at this time of year to see it before all the leaves come out. So the chain link fence ends there, and then the rest of the hike in, there's no fence. And there's lots of areas where you could hike down. There's even one spot, and I'll show you, that there's a rope, and a lot of people will climb down the rope. That drops right off. I don't know if you guys can really get the perspective of how far down it is. Over here, try tilting here. It's down there pretty far. And you can see the path down there, but you've got to hike in quite a ways because the falls, it drops here and it drops down a few more times. So it's quite a hike to get near the bottom, and then of course you would have to walk all the way back in order to get to the base here. And we will do that in the summer. And you have to watch the areas washed away. It's just gorgeous. And you can hear that water rushing. It's not too loud. As you walk along the path, it's just in the distance. So soothing. You can hear the birds. Now, I apologize if this is a bit shaky. I'll show you, see? This may have been where they had some kind of stairs or something going down. You can see down there, there's more rocks that go around. It's more like a zigzag going down. But see, a lot of fill, and over the years it's grown in. And you can see way down there the river and the path. I would totally do that, but I'd want to make sure I had a good rope. I'll show you at this angle. I'm going to hang on to this tree for support. You see down there? Look at that. That's not too bad. We'll carry on. If you can see the path, it's very wet. There's lots of rocks. And this is just muck. Like, my boots are covered. So you can understand how it would be so slippery. I don't know if you can see that rope over there. And then this kind of does a zigzag. So maybe this is what they've done over the years. The hikers. Another area to go down. That rope doesn't look that strong. I don't know. And the tree that it's hooked onto is not very big. I would hook it on over to that bigger beast, I think, and have a much bigger rope if I was going to climb down there. But we're not doing that today. We will carry on. And there, oh, sorry, I'll put you back here again. And I'll show you. You can see the top of the other falls down there. I'm not sure how far that one drops. But see, you would have to make your way all the way to the base. And then you could hike along at the bottom. all the way up to the falls. There's Doug. Did you get pictures, hon? Say hello. Someone what? So I found out from Doug, because he took the time to read the information. The spiral staircase was actually a tree that they carved, and it just spiraled right down to the base at the beginning of the fall. But what I was showing you was the natural sort of formations from wearing from hikers that kind of formed a zigzag going down to the base. Very steep, and that's why the one had a rope, and you'd have to be a good climber, you know, in good shape to do it. So I'm sure there's been many that have fallen over the years, but I will flip you around again. I'll show you a little bit more, and then I think we're gonna call it a day today because we are on a bit of a time crunch. We're gonna meet up with my son and granddaughter. She's gonna have to show us all her goodies that the Easter Bunny brought. And then we'll have to take her and then head back home. So hang on, we'll be right back. This is just another spot. I'm gonna hang on to these trees when I go around. Oh, you can hear the geese coming. Maybe, oh, I can't see them. But there's the base there, and this is just another edge. But see, it sort of just wanders down to there. And then, you know, there's probably another section where it wanders the other way. Sort of like a gentle slope. And the rain probably carved that in as well as hikers. So you do have to be careful. It's pretty mucky. But see, there's the other falls down there. And here, so you can see it's quite an incline there. You can just, I won't go too much farther because I don't want to be slipping and falling. Yeah, this actually might not have been too bad of a spot to go. And if you tied a rope, say, to there, then you could climb those rocks and trees down to that level. And then it's more of a gentle slope down there to get down to the base. But then with that area there, see, in the distance, it drops again and again. Yeah. Okay. So I'll turn you back around. Sorry, go slowly. And then we'll come back up. We'll go back up. But it's not something you want to do when the ground is so wet like this. You want dry conditions, for sure. We'll just go down a little bit farther. Like I'm sliding around in this muck. So you've got to be very careful. I don't want to wipe out and get all muddy. I'm sure Doug would laugh at me, but I would laugh too, but I wouldn't want it to happen. So it goes in for quite a ways. My son said it takes probably about an hour to get to the end where it's low enough, and then you come in and you'd have to hike back in again, and you'd have all the hills to climb. There's some grass here which makes it better. Oh, there's a... I'll go over here to show you better. here's a view. Look at how it just drops right off there. And it's been washed away. Where is this spot? And look at how the trees just grow sideways out. Well, you can see, I'll be able to show you the base from here. Hang on, let me get down here. And don't worry, I'm being very careful. There's lots of sort of roots to catch you and trees to hang on to, so don't panic. Oh, look at this. Wow. And look at this tree. The way it grows out like that. And it just, it's almost like you could sit there and just take pictures and film. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at how it's hollowed out, too. Let's hope nothing jumps out at me. I'll show you from here. Look at that. Wow. That is fantastic. Beautiful. It goes way up. So that's how far down it is. You can see buildings across. And then it goes all the way down. Wow. And you notice the color? That's because it's all rock. And it's got this gorgeous blue-green color to the water. And then I'm going to go over this tree here. And if you look way down there again, the river, it drops again. Wow. Absolutely stunning. And there's the path up there. And it's, you know, there's lots of trees and there's some grass there. We're climbing back on, so it's not too bad. Like I said, on a dry day, you have to make sure you got good hiking boots. This should be okay. So we're going to wander back up. And then look at that old tree, how it just grows out the side. Okay, come back up here. So I had you worried for no reason. Mind you, when my daughter sees this video, she'll be like, Mom, what are you thinking? But this is what Doug and I have done for years. Climbing rocks and trees to get down where we want to go. I remember the first time I had my first knee replacement. It was a partial, but it was only 3 weeks later and we were going to the gut, climbing down. I did good. I had no problems. Let's see, peek over here, another area. I'm going to tilt you here for a bit. You can hear the birds. Yeah, so it carries on, like I said. My son says it's about an hour's walk in. And then, so you figure you'd have to... You would be here all day. And lots of walking. By the time you hike to the bottom, if you didn't want to climb off the side, then you'd have to hike in to the base of the falls. and then all the way back out and all the way back in again to the parking lot. So it's definitely an all-day venture and something to build up to. But this gives us a little preview of what it's like. And then we can judge sort of what equipment we would want to bring in and the footwear. And I've always said to Doug, we need to have ropes with us to get in and out of some of these places. Oh, I just want to show you, look at all the trees too. All the buds are coming out now. But can you imagine in the fall how stunning this would be? Wow. So beautiful. Here, I'm going to go over here. They've got sort of off the main path. This is mucky too, but there's leaves and everything, which makes it a bit better to get through that low spot. There we go. That's a little better. Just go along here and enjoy. With that water running in the background. You can hear the birds, the rushing water. So peaceful. So we're coming back to the main falls. You can hear it getting louder. Just stunning. Oh. So good for the soul. Here the trees are a little bit more sparse, so we'll be able to give you a good look at it. Can you imagine in the fall? On a sunny day with all the fall colors. We'll be back for that for sure. And when you take pictures, it's just like a postcard. It's beautiful. I haven't met up with Doug yet, but we'll find him. Can you imagine back in the day, just on that porch, and you would hear that all the time. People say it becomes annoying or you just get used to it after a while, but I don't think I would ever get tired of it. We'll wrap around. Yeah, so we came from there, and there's a porch at the back. So it'd be a lot quieter. So let's just be, there's my man. We found you. We were getting worried. We thought, where's Doug? Uh-oh. It was mucky and slippery in there.
I know, I was in there.
Oh. We'd have to be careful going in there in the summer or the fall. We just need a strong rope, lots of it. Good hiking shoes, and we're all good. And the gardens go all along down here. And then it wraps around them at the lower level now, but it's the big house. They got a small little porch there too, and then the big one. Oh, gorgeous. Lots of birdhouses. We're back where we started. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Decew Falls and Morningstar property, Morningstar Mill. We're gonna go meet up with my son and granddaughter and have some lunch. And then we've got to pack up and head on home. So thanks for coming along with us. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, friends.